This is an important notice about the Alucobond cladding class action for compensation against the cladding manufacturers, 3A Composites and Halifax Vogel Group, and is approved by the Federal Court of Australia. If your building has Alucobond PE or Alucobond Plus branded aluminium composite panels on it, you may be a class member in the action and able to claim compensation if the panels were first supplied between 14th February 2009 and 14th February 2019, and you have suffered loss or damage for which compensation is claimed in the class action. The compensation claimed includes removal and rectification costs. 3A and Halifax Vogel deny the allegations made against them. The action is run by William Roberts lawyers and costs are funded by Omni Bridgeway. Class members are not and will not be liable for any out-of-pocket costs by remaining in the action, or if the action is not successful. However, if the action is successful and money is recovered, the court will be asked to distribute the legal and funding costs from the money recovered fairly among those who receive compensation. You have three options. 1. You can opt out of the class action if you do not want to be a class member. However, you will not receive any money from this class action if you opt out, but will be able to commence your own proceedings against 3A and/or HVG if you wish to do so. To opt out is a serious step. You should seek legal advice. To opt out, complete and return the opt-out notice to the Federal Court of Australia. 2. You can sign up for the class action even if you are unsure about the type of cladding on your building or whether you are a class member. There are a number of ways to try to confirm if your building has been fitted with Alucobond PE or Alucobond Plus. You can review your own records, including the records and minutes of any strata committee, contact the builder or architect of your building, or engage a building consultant or cladding fabricator to temporarily remove a panel of cladding to observe whether the label on the reverse side says Alucobond, Alucobond PE, or Alucobond Plus. There is no cost or liability to you if you are not a class member, either because your building does not have Alucobond PE or Alucobond Plus cladding, or for some other reason. You can register your details here. You can register by signing a funding agreement with Omni Bridgeway and a retainer with William Roberts, or alternatively by submitting claim details to Omni Bridgeway and William Roberts lawyers without entering into a funding agreement and retainer. These documents will be sent after you register, and you can call this number or email for independent legal advice before signing. 3. You can do nothing and still remain a class member, but at some point you will need to register to get any money out of any settlement, if that happens, or to bring forward your individual claim if there is no settlement. All class members who sign up will be asked to respond to a questionnaire by the 11th of June 2021, with questions 3A wants to ask to investigate the availability of cross-claims it may have against certain third parties. Inability to complete the questionnaire will not affect how your claims are treated in the class action.